Hello viewers, welcome back to our channel of Constantine the Barista Coffee, where every cup is better with passion and has a story to tell behind it. Dear viewers, welcome to our second episode of Constantine the Barista Coffee. However, earlier along in our first episode, we saw how coffee came into existence and where it originated from, and that was from Ethiopia by a man called Khalid, who is said to have been a goat herder, for he discovered his goats eating ripe coffee cherry from a nearby plant, and from then coffee did not only stop in Ethiopia, but it found its new home in Yemen. Dear viewers, around the 15th century, coffee found itself or a new home in Yemen, where it was crossed by the traders and merchants across the Red Sea, and later on in Yemen it was properly cultivated and it became part of the lives of the people in Yemen. Dear viewers, the people in Yemen, for coffee it was not just a drink, it became part of their daily lives, it became a culture, it became a tradition. However, coffee still traveled to other parts of the world, as we are yet to know. However, many people may be asking themselves, how did coffee travel from Yemen? And how did it reach to be in cafes, in coffee shops as of today? Dear viewers, coffee was not just started in cafes nor in coffee shops as it is of today. Coffee started from the wild forests of Ethiopia, and later on it found its new home in Yemen, and from there it still spread to other parts of the world. Dear viewers, coffee in Yemen was first used by the Sufi monks, who used it as a tool that helped them to stay focused, to stay awake, and helped them to meditate during their long hours of prayer. However, the monks then still extended it to the community, where people cultivated it, where people traded it, and it became a culture as well as part of their daily lives. Later on, coffee was traded to other parts of the world. That is to say, from Yemen, it went into the Ottoman Empire. But the question here, of course, would still be, how did the coffee reach into the Ottoman Empire? Dear viewers, at a port called Mocha in Yemen, where the most popular coffee as of today, we all know Mocha coffee, its name was invented there. At the port called Mocha, in the heart of Yemen, here coffee was traded and globally sold to other parts of the world, because in Yemen coffee was well protected as gold, because we all know that coffee is one of the most precious minerals or item in the world. From Yemen, coffee traveled into the Ottoman Empire. However, dear viewers, in our next episode, we are going to see how coffee traveled from Yemen and entered into the Ottoman Empire after becoming a culture, a tradition, and commercialization into the territories or the land of Yemen. Stay tuned. This is Constantine the Barista Coffee. Thank you.